Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Boundary Waters Camp Prep Workouts. We're going to go through day 2 workouts. Again, there's a base level, level 1, and level 2. If you only have 10 minutes, do the base level. Do the base level every day. Every day, do the base level. If you got 20 minutes, do the base level and another level. It can be level 1 or level 2, it doesn't matter. And one of the things we want to stress too is when we're talking about situations like the AMRAP, as many reps as possible, if you can only do 5 is your starting point. Everybody's starting point is going to be different. Some are going to be here, some are going to be here. It doesn't matter. It's a start. Make your goal. If you can do 2 bench push-ups right now, 2 is great. Make your goal to be able to do 3 the following week, or 4, or 5, whatever that goal. It's gonna be different for everybody. The goal is improvement. We don't want to stay where we are. We've got some big races to do next summer. We need to go up to Welland, Ontario and kick some butt. So, day 2, the base movements are, we're going to do a 10-minute set AMRAP, as many reps as possible. We're going to start with 5 strict burpee push-ups, and I'll demonstrate all of these. Then we're going to do 10 shoulder press against the wall. We're going to do 15 lying down W poses. And again, I'll demonstrate each of those. We'll start with the strict burpee push-up. Annalie and I both hate burpees, so we did include them in this. We did a modified burpee, and it looks like this. You use a bench, a chair, whatever you have handy. You go down like this, kick your feet out into some sort of a plank pose, bring your feet back in, stand up. That's 1. 2, 3, and so on. So 5 of those. 10 shoulder press against the wall. Nearest thing I have to a wall is our garage door, so I'll use that, but you'll get the idea. So you're going to tuck up, put your back up against the wall, tuck your tailbone under, so your back is as flat against the wall as you can get it, and then you're going to raise your hands up into a field goal position. Just about all of you should be able to do this with some sort of weight in your hands. I'm going to demonstrate it with these 2 hand weights. So again, my back is flat, tailbone tucked, shoulders back. Slow, concentrated movement. Whoops. These happen to be 10-pound weights. If you can go through 10 of those and you're not pushing yourself, move up in weight, whatever that is. If you start with no weight and you go to 2 pounds, that's improvement. The last one of this set is the lying W pulse. This is similar to a Superman, but my feet are not going to come off from the ground. So I'm on my belly, my feet stay on the ground, my toes stay down, my hands are next to my shoulders with my elbows tucked in. I'm going to raise up off from the floor, and I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades together here. That's the lying W pulse. 15 of those. So again, the base level is 5 of the burpees with the bench or a chair, 10 shoulder press against the wall, making the field goal, and 15 lying W pulses, which we just did. That's the base level. 10 minutes. Go through that circuit as many times as you can in 10 minutes. And you might want to use you're going to want to use a timer. Set the timer on your phone, get an egg timer, whatever works for you. Set that timer for 10 minutes. Once you're done, let me back up just a sec. So when you finish a round of 5, 10, 15, take 20 seconds, do some active stretching like we did before, and then do another round of 5, 10, 15. That's base level. Level 1 movements. These are body weight movements. We're going to do 3 rounds of 30 seconds of the movement, the exercise. We're going to do 3 rounds of each exercise before we move on to the next movement, and there's 4 movements altogether. The first one is hand release push-ups from your knees. And again, not everybody can do a push-up from their knees. You might have to do it on a bench like this, okay? It makes it a little bit more difficult, because I'll demonstrate the hand release, but you could do it from a bench like this. On the floor, it looks like this with your knees. Your chest comes down to the floor, and your hands come off the floor. If you can do it from your toes, it looks like this. That's a hand release push-up. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So we're going to do those push-ups for 30 seconds. However many you can do. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 30. Everybody's going to be different. Again, the goal is to make improvements week to week to week. If this week I can only do 3, my goal next week should be to do 4 or something more. Side plank with half arm circles. Now, I'm going to do a regular elbow side plank. Not everybody can do that. To do a modified side plank, you would put your bottom knee, you're going to bend it and bring it up a little bit, but your top leg still sticks way out straight like this. So, a side plank, my hands are at my side, my hand, I'm going to bring it up and back, up and back. Switch and do the other side. So that's a side plank, half arm circle with your hand. You're going to do 3 sets of that on one side, switch and do 3 sets on the other side. The last movement is the forearm plank body saw. And that looks like this. I'm going to go into an elbow plank. If you have to do an elbow plank from your elbows and knees, so be it. Whatever you can do. So I'm in an elbow plank, my body's straight, my bum's not falling down or sticking way up. My body is straight, my elbows are underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to tip forward and back. Tip forward and back. That's the forearm plank body saw. That's level 1. Those 4 movements, 30 seconds on, 3 times for each movement. Then 15 seconds off in between sets. Level 2 movements. Do these with a band or a light weight. And I'll demonstrate both. Hand release push-ups. That was on level 1. So, I'm not sure how to do that with weight or a band. We'll go to the bicep curl left with isometric hold. So we're going to use a band or a hand weight. Stick the band under your foot. If I'm doing the curls with my left hand, my right hand is going to be held at a 90 degree like this. My arm is at a 90 degree angle. Slowly do my curl movement. I don't have the band adjusted quite right. It's a little bit long. You want there to be tension on it even when you're at the bottom. Switch. Keep this one at a 90 degree. Curl with this arm. And last but not least is the crow pose. Again, on these level 2, we're going to do the same thing as level 1. We're going to do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 3 rounds of each movement. And then we'll do 3 rounds of each movement and then move to the next movement. 3 rounds of that one, move to the next one. So the crow pose, 30 seconds on, and I'll turn sideways for this so you can see everything. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees like this, my elbows slightly bent, and again, not everybody's gonna be able to do this completely with both feet off the ground. If you need to keep one foot on the ground, so be it. Swap which foot is on the ground because it works different muscles in your core. I'm going to put my knees on my elbows. That's the crow pose. Holding that for 30 seconds is going to be pretty tough. So if you have to put your feet down, put them down. Do as much of it as you possibly can. And that is day 2.